everybody, this is Barda from Roosters Peacock, and since there's going to be quite a different branches that's going to be joining here, what I mean by that is I'm on TikTok now. I've been on YouTube, but I went ahead and kind of branched out some more. And I'm on Instagram, so I will be uploading these, or at least links to where you can join. This is being done, this video for Virgo 2022 for January is being done live on my Facebook page, Roosters Peacock. So if you're wanting to take and join in on this one, I won't be talking too much as I get going because I want to get it out for Virgo. And at the end, I'm going to go back to what I used to do. And I'm going to go ahead and open it up for general questions, but I will not answer any questions until the very end, okay? So this is just a general reading, and the way I read is I go by my intuition. So I've got tons of decks of cards. Sometimes I'll just be listening. Sometimes I'll get quiet, and then I'll just start. It seems like I'm rattling away, but I'm just listening, okay? All right, so this is just a general. Now, also, a lot of people have been messaging me too, asking me to do the love readings. And I have a feel that probably they're going to be intertwined with these January 2022 ones, okay? So I might just, if I can blend them all together, I'm going to. All right, so Virgo, January 2022. Michael. All right, so I did mention romance immediately, and before I start, when I'm talking about groups, what I mean is there's thousands and thousands of different zodiac signs. So there's how many thousands of Virgos, how many different zodiac signs. So this one's just going to go for a specific group of Virgos. All right, and I did mention love. I wasn't sure why, because there had been people asking me, you know, will you please do the love readings? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, at least one of these groups right here, the love readings will be taken and put into this reading right here because I'm seeing it right now. Okay. This is basically going to be more of a message at first. And then what I'm going to do is I feel like I'm drawn to the tea leaf cards, and this is for Virgo. Okay. This is kind of doing it a little bit backwards. Usually I would do a base and then it would give me the end answer. It's giving me the end answer first for this first group. So I think there's almost like some kind of Virgo sitting here, this certain group of Virgo who's got love on their brain. So this may, you know, it is. This one's going to be kind of a love reading for Virgo. Yep. All right. And if this does not sound like you and you're a Virgo, then we'll see if there's any more groups that come. And maybe the next time it will. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and do something a little strange, and I'm going to hit to the end of it. Okay, what I mean by that is I'm just going to give you the answer on it. If you are a Virgo who's sitting here, got a bunch of love stuff on your brain, the answer is within the next few months. Okay, I'm doing this totally backwards. Anybody who watches me, I never do anything that's, it's nothing unusual. Trust me. Okay. Now, before I start rolling on this, I want to do one more thing here because I am live on Facebook, but I want to make sure I can see when people are talking to me here in a little bit. Now, when you guys come on, you can say hi and I'll say hi back. I just won't answer questions till the end, okay? Because I love saying hi. You know, I'm used to being on Facebook. Let me see. Paste. There we go. Okay. Okay, so for this group of Virgo who've kind of been actually, and you're dealing with a healing heart. All right. And if you're a Virgo and you're like, I ain't got nothing going on with love, I don't want nothing. Okay, this ain't for you. Then we'll see what else comes. Okay. Because I'm going to try to get several groups in it. I'm not just going to go, okay, you know, because sometimes I'll just do for one group, which means there's some of these Virgos going through this. I'm going to try to go through this one, and this has to do with love. And then I'm going to try to pull up another group and see, you know, if it has to do with business, you know, whatever comes, you know, you never know. All right, so the messages for this group, and it does seem to me, and this is for the group that's going through some kind of healing of a heart, okay? And this is the love cards. Now, before we get into the love cards, let me explain something with the love cards. Love can be, it can happen to be to a couple, you know, and that couple doesn't have to be together now. Or it can also have to do with family, whatever or whoever you love. You know what I mean? That's how, yes. Okay, this is most likely, that's what I thought. This one here is going to be intertwined with somebody that either were married or they had wedding rings in their mind. This is for a group of Virgo, okay? And they have a healing heart right now. Okay, so it's not telling me yet Like I said, for whatever reason, it started me from the very end of this reading, telling me what's the outcome of it to the backstory. Okay, so right now it's just telling me that this group of Virgo is sitting here with a healing heart, but there's wedding rings sitting there. Okay, I haven't got anything else yet. The other answer, except besides, within the next few months. So if you're sitting here and you're a Virgo and you've got something along those lines and a healing heart, you could be getting over something from the past, or you could be healing from something that has happened that has to do with, you know, some kind of marriage that you're getting over or lack of. Okay, however it applies to you. And this healing will come within the next few months, or these answers will come. It's not something that's going to happen right now. How do I know this? Because now the way it's a story here, okay? You got the card unlikely. Don't read too much into these yet, okay, at all. Ask for help from others. Remain positive. And I'm still getting used, I tell everybody, I'm still getting used to all this lighting and online. And then we got the card romance, okay? Okay, so whatever it is, I see where it's at. Okay, so in the month of January, this is for the group of Virgo who are sitting here that have a healing heart that's going on, that they had wedding rings in their brain. They are actually either healing over, and it's definitely, yeah, yep. Okay, actually, I think you can see it better back here. Okay, they're healing for the simple fact that they had either their focus was on the end, and it's not like, it's not terrible, because, you know, there's nothing wrong with having an end goal once you actually love somebody, if you want to be together forever, which there's no such thing as forever, but you get the gist of it. Okay, so unlikely, ask for help from others, remain positive, and romance. Okay, so what this tells me right now is right where this group of Virgo is sitting right now. It sounds to me, and it feels to me, what it feels, I'm going to say feels to me because I'm a feeler. It is unlikely going to lead to a marriage right now. You could be married right now, but here's the thing. I'm going to tell you something right now. You could be in the middle of a marriage, and I just don't really feel that that's the case. I think actually it was supposed to be leading towards that, like a union to where it was, you know, bound. But because of this healing heart, or you had to get over something that had to do with a wedding or two people being together, it is unlikely that that is going to be done healing right now. But it says it's something that needs to be talked out, because I feel it's something from the past. You're waiting for some answers. Within the next few months. Those answers are going to come within the next few months. But this could be where there's even, I'm just using examples because I don't care how psychic a person is. You don't know everything. And if they pretend they do, they're full of it. Okay? I'm giving you several examples because this is a broad spectrum general reading. All right? So we're sitting here, and this could be two different, you know, where it totally ended and you guys went totally separate ways. Maybe some things were said. Maybe you don't know. Maybe things just didn't go very well and you separated. But you feel something still. You know the other person still does too. You can probably, I don't care if you're together or not per se. I feel that you guys are separated somehow. That's what I feel. This isn't even people being in the other room. Nah, because sometimes you can be totally separated from somebody and they could be in the other room. This is not the case whatsoever. So if you're a Virgo and you're watching this, I don't feel that that's the case. This is in your head, it's done right now, and it feels like it's kind of tearing it up. I mean, it's really tearing the soul up and trying to heal over whatever was said or done, or just trying to get over it, and it just can't. Not yet. It's unlikely. It's unlikely to happen in the month of January that's how that's going to happen. But you know what? I don't feel like putting these love cards away. It says ask for help from others. That means talking it out. And what are you supposed to be talking it out? You're supposed to remain positive. So if you're a group of Virgo who is sitting here looking, now, and before I say anything else, I always tell people don't read more into these than what you should. If you were in a toxic relationship and you ended this, then that's where it should end. Okay, you need to heal that heart. You need to ask for help from others. You need to remain positive because it shows me romance is on the horizon. Okay, and within the next few months, you won't be feeling like this. Now, if you're a group of Virgo who we actually just separated with somebody, but there was still love involved, which actually feels kind of right here. That's what it feels like to me. I'm feeling two different spectrums here. And it's unlikely to happen right now that you two will come back together or meeting of the minds, because I almost feel like there was some kind of, you just couldn't meet minds on something. It was more of a misunderstanding almost. It's almost like one person couldn't admit to the other person that, you know, for whatever reason. I mean, why do people do and say some of the stuff they do? Especially, well, what's the saying? You do end up hurting the people you love the most. Okay, that feels correct. That's exactly what we got going on here for this group of Virgo. Somebody said something, feelings were past hurt. I think there's a separation here. Okay, and if it hasn't happened, then it's already on its way. But it says it is unlikely to heal itself right now. Okay, that's what I feel. But that healing is coming within the next few months. If you had a strong relationship with this person, the healing heart is coming. Okay? And while you're talking it out and asking help from others, probably advice from others, it asks you, your angels. See, these right here is, I think this is Adoring Virtue ones. But to me, I instantly went to, I'm drawn to not necessarily the names of the decks. I'm drawn to what's on them. Okay? These have butterflies. Now, I have butterfly tattooed on me because we are always constantly going through transformation, constantly. It's non-ending, right? And if we have, say, if you're a Virgo, whether it's you or the other person, somebody here has almost glitches from the past where they're having, you know, I think that was almost like a tiff. It was a misunderstanding that kind of blew up, and there could have been some cold words that were said that was not, I mean, it all came out the wrong damn way. And I think somebody's, you know, you hurt the people you love. And I think it was taken way literally, which, you know, yeah, whatever, you know, it happens. Remain positive. With the butterflies here, transformation, this is about Virgos who have a healing heart, not just from here, but it's showing them taking and putting their heart back together. So this totally broke this group of Virgos' hearts, okay? Whatever went on here. So however it applies to you in your life, however, okay? Now, if it does not sound like you, do not try to tear this apart to make it to where it works for you, because it's not meant for you, okay? I'm going to try something else here after I do the love reading part. So I asked my guides how I was going to do the love portion. So obviously I'm supposed to do the love portion first here. Okay. So anyway, we've got remain positive, because whether it's you or them, because obviously it's not just going to be just them. I think it's more on them too. But your heart as well is going to be healing. Somebody's really pissed is what I get. Some words were said is what I get. And that it ended up being that you both end up having to heal a heart now because somebody said something really shitty. And I do cuss. So for all the new people, because I did put this out on TikTok and, you know, all over, I do cuss. All right? I already warned everybody. So anyway, healing heart. So then once that stuff happens, then it's like, you know, you've got to heal your heart too. It's just going to take some time. Within the next few months, you will not be feeling like this. This group of Virgo will not be feeling like this in love, okay? And actually, I'm seeing another one too, which I'll have to draw another card. I like how this is going. This is a new one because I never really used to do the love readings, but I'm seeing different spectrums for different Virgos, okay? Whatever you do, you must remain positive. And this is for the month of January. But this extends into February right now. I'm telling you right. February 17th is sticking out. All right? So February 17th for this group. If it sounds like you, February 17th. And what's it standing out for? Romance. Now, is it going to be all butterflies? That's it. Transformation. There's your key right there. Butterflies. It's transforming. It goes from the caterpillar, which we're in the stage right now, because... And it's already going. I feel it's already going. And if this hasn't happened, it's happening really dang blasted soon. I think it's already well on its way. I think if it hasn't, there's tensions already felt. If it has to do with the love spectrum and it sounds like you, it's coming. But for a lot of you, it's short-lived. Unless it's toxic, then walk away, heal your heart, and then understand that love is walking back into your life, okay, when it should. All right, so we've got remain positive. You must remain positive, okay? And in the meantime, definitely ask for help from others. What am I missing here? What? Angel card, yes. ask for help from others. It doesn't necessarily have to be asking help from other people. For those of the Virgos who are who like to pray a lot, even talk to their spirit guides, definitely do that. You will find answers. You will actually feel more whole. Even if it has to come to meditating, whatever makes you feel more balanced, that's what you need to do. Okay? All right, so let's see here. Okay, I'm seeing a month in my head, and the same within the next few months. And a few months is just like a couple. I'm actually seeing something about more complete in May. Okay? I did give you February, but I'm feeling May. And that only if that applied to you. If that sounded like you, if it didn't, then shoop. All right, that was kind of fun. That's different. Now this is different. I've done a lot of different readings, but okay, let's roll with another one. Okay, I guess I'm just going to whip them off. Start off with the love readings. Let's go to another group of Virgo. Love. And I am seeing, let's go singles. Ha! So this will be for single Virgos, okay? Not all of them, just a small group. Wow, okay. Listen here, we're starting a new year. Yep, that applies. My Lord. Hey, now this is supposed to be simple. Dirty birds. Okay. Complicated Virgo. All right, so this is for Virgo single. You could be dating, but it's still technically single. You're not coupled up, you're not married. It's kind of like you're just in the first stages. Maybe you're thinking of, and this is for the group of Virgo who are single technically, but they are actually either they just came out of a relationship where they were coupled, or they were thinking about coupling up with somebody. Okay? This is interesting. All right, so what do they got going on right now? They got the mask. They're wearing the mask. They're not showing their true feelings at this time. Why? Because something happened to the point that it made them feel like they had fleeting triggers, actually made them kind of run away. And I see a chaser in here. So there's a runner and a chaser. And what I mean, okay, I see. So this is the one, this is for the group of Virgo who are single, ran across somebody that actually ended up not being quite their typical. Why? Because they actually had a soul connection. And I think they actually kind of decided to dart the other way. I'm not seeing the runner here. Now, I am seriously, you guys, I am seriously going to make up a shirt. And I am going to sell it. Because I am the queen of this stuff, okay? Me and my sister came up with it. It's called the runner shirt. All right? And it's for male or female. And it's whenever you get too close or something, you just want to run. Right? Because you're not used to it. Okay, so this is how I have to describe it right here. Now, I can't say that right now, but I'm just saying. We used to make jokes about it all the time. We call it the running shirt. I'm really going to make that shirt. Because there's a lot of people like that. This is for the group of Virgo who are actually feeling just like that right now. They're trying to figure out if they might have already ran. So whatever it is, you're not in couple right now. Yo. Okay, so anyway, how do I know that? Because there's the chaser. Now the runner, I think the Virgo, and you can cross change it to the runner and the chaser. So we've got the chaser here. Somebody keeps chasing after. All right. It shows me they're separated right now because somebody, that runner, the runner shirt, ran the hell away. They're like, whoa, that was a bit much. Why? Because they're healing from the past because of all the toxic crap from the past. Okay, this is going to be the broad spectrum for everybody. I mean, if you meet, unless you've got brand new first love and they haven't got through that first love yet, every person's going to have a healing heart somewhere. It's just how you deal with it. And I'm sorry, most of them just like, whew, put on a running shirt and I'm gone, okay, until you get to a certain point. But this one right here is not showing me the runner, so it almost put me in Virgo as being the runner. Trying to, got a healing heart. Or it could be the other way around where the chaser, is separated. The one that usually comes would be after Virgo is having to take and heal their heart. Somebody here has got to heal their heart. And somebody ran the hell away really fast. And it wasn't that they didn't love you. That's the problem. They figured out they did. And what's normal? whoever this was, they don't know what normal is. So it put up all kinds of, okay, this feels too good. Somebody's going to take it away. Guess what? Phew, put that shirt on, I'm out. Yeah, I think that's what's going on. All right, so, but what I'm seeing right here, the end result's good. All right. That's so funny. It's not funny, but it is funny. I'm gonna tell you it's funny right now because the end is good. Because there is always, look up those runner and chaser relationships. If you have a soul connection, there is always a runner and there's always a chaser. Until that runner gets their shit square, you know, in their head. All right, there's always one that's more emotionally mature than the other. One's like completely sporadic and crazy as far as when it goes to emotions, and the other one's more like even. All right, so whichever one you are, Virgo, okay. You might want to get one of those shirts. I'll make those up. Anyway, so what's going on here right now? This is just the baseline. So look to me, in separation, here's the thing is, it's very temporary. So very temporary. It could have been like, okay, fine. Well, I'm going to go stay somewhere for a day or two, whatever. Okay, that's the separation. Or I'm taking off for 3 or 4 months or 2 or 3 months. Why am I keep saying that? All right. So it's a very short span of time you guys are separated. And I think it's coming back. You're coming back together. I'm going to check something too, though. Anyway, what are you guys doing? Even though there's one that's more emotionally balanced than the other, and the other one's all kinds of batshit crazy when it comes to their emotions because they're over the top, y'all's mirroring each other and how you behave. Literally. Yep. So when this runner is sitting here healing their heart, the other one is still sitting over there feeling the same thing. Whether they have to heal something or not, they're feeling it because you're no longer there. So now they're healing, having to heal their heart, but they're feeling you, okay, or vice versa. But here is the answer. Heart with the key. If you have a lock, you have to have a key, right? Unless you have some really dang blasted good bolt cutters, and which is going to tear everything up, right? Ain't going to get anywhere, really. It's going to destroy the whole thing, which I call those the shitty relationships. Those are the bolt cutters. If you use bolt cutters on a lock, you're going to destroy it, right? That's where that healing heart, that's the way to describe it. There's your healing heart. All right? But this one's coming in with the key that fits in perfect to that lock that opens it up gently. All right, that's who this person is. All right, so what is the end result? What am I seeing the end result, even if you're separated right now? And you guys could be married and could have been separated. But whatever it is, it feels like it's totally the end, and it could have. Okay, so we've got, this is what's coming. Ascending, which is basically rising above this. Okay? It's not just, it's a karmic relationship, which kind of blows my mind here. This is not just soulmates. This is karmic on top of soulmates. All right? So that's some deep stuff there. Because soulmates, yeah, they teach you your lessons. And you're kind of two of a kind. Well, your twin flames are exactly alike. But your soulmates are kind of like, you're just two peas in a pod. And for whatever reason, I don't know why I'm saying this. I never used to believe in this, but I'm telling you, I do have faith in this. And I do believe it to be true. I don't know why. I think it's for somebody on here. Do know that there's not only one soulmate. All right? Whatever that means to you. Karmic relationship. Okay? Soulmates. So it could be overcoming the past, and it could be moving on to soulmates, or it could be this is just one of those. It's teaching you lessons. I know you want to know what's coming. I'm enjoying this. This is actually pretty good. It's much better than some of those ones I was having last year. Woo. Okay, so what is the end result here? You got ascending. You got abundance. You got the phoenix. The phoenix rises out of the ashes. Okay? And you got the engagement ring. You cannot keep what's supposed to be together away from each other if they learn their lessons and they heal. Then you've got the butterfly. What does this say? Relationship evolving to the next phase, healing, inner child growth, growing together. All right, that is for the second set of Virgo for love. And that was, originally, this is talking about single. You could be coupled, but you're singled at the moment, okay? Let me see if I feel like pulling any more. And I know, I'll get to the other Virgo here in a minute. You know, I should have probably maybe branched them off and done, I know, I should have done like love and then, but yeah, it's okay. Should I do another one? Okay, one more love for the Virgo, another group. I don't think it's going to be another group. I'm getting a kick out of this one. My God. No, it's not for another group. This is the continuation. Somebody was on here going, okay, well, there's that runner, and that runner needs to make better, healthier choices. You know, I want to talk, but it's hard to talk because, you know, it's hard to talk if they're not making better choices. Blah, blah. Okay, it's somebody's brain. They're thinking all this crap out. It's not crap, but I mean, that's what's going on in the head. Once you get so much and you think it out, it's just like boggles your brain. Okay, so anyway, this is a continuation of the second set, and then I'm going to move on just to general Virgo, okay? Then we're going to put the love cards away. So the first part is going to be love. All right, so what is the real truth? Somebody popped on, and they were wondering about the second part where I was reading, about the soulmate and about the soulmate and and the second part of Virgo. Sorry, I'm at the office. Sometimes people peek through the window. Okay, so the end result, what I'm seeing right now, and this is not just January, okay? I didn't really get a bunch of specific dates. It's because this group of Virgo is so much in their head up over this, or they're the runner, and they're so busy, you know, throwing that damn running shirt on, and they've got so much dust behind them that they're not even paying attention to what freaking day it is. And by the time they take a breath, it's going to be about February 2nd. There's a date for you right there. Okay. It'll be okay. Wow. Okay, so anyway, the end result for this one is passion. There is too much passion between these two people. Entirely too much. Okay? And not in a bad way. It's a good way. How is this going to come? Oh, that's it. Wanting to know how they're going to come back together. How is it going to work? I mean, because it seems like this is not the first time either. This is not the first time. This is not the first time you technically separated. And it could be also, too, I'm going to read this one other way, too, because it was talking about the karmic relationship and it was talking about the soulmate. It could have been that you had a karmic relationship that taught you something in the past, and then now you actually met your soulmate. But the first one felt like a soulmate, but ended up being something that needed to teach you about yourself so that you could progress forward in the future. And that one you needed to heal yourself from the past. But now you're ready for the soulmate, and you could be the runner. Okay. Sometimes I just get stuff. But that was a message just for a very small group of Virgo. Okay, so anyway, for this one, for the group of Virgo that I just finished that reading, passion, intense passion. This is something that has been, I don't think it's necessarily like you might not necessarily just disappear all the time. There might not be communication all the time. That's what I'm wondering. Maybe you're not open all the time. Maybe it's a fear of saying stuff. Well, maybe you should. Maybe that's a problem. Okay. But the thing of it is, no matter what, there's so much insane chemistry, like each other. You always have fun together most of the time, unless y'all quiet. That's what I'm saying. What's coming? And this is not a hamster wheel. This is literally soulmates. It's funny how this stuff works. It keeps going around until you guys, I mean, you just blend together. Hearts blend together. Just keep coming back together. It's like magnets. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Lightning happens so fast. It seems like it happens so fast. One moment you're feeling like your whole world's falling apart because, you know, you're just not on the same page. Whether you're, you know, separated a day or 3 months, doesn't matter. And then all of a sudden, here it comes. Hey, how's it going? Passion. Hey, you want to go out? Then all of a sudden, all the anger or the sadness, whatever, it's just out the window. That doesn't mean it's an unhealthy relationship. It's just like when you've got a friend and you've got a friend and you haven't seen him for like 3 months. And you're like, hey, you want to go out? Oh, sure, cool. But you don't think twice about it because you guys are cool, right? I mean, you guys just have that cool relationship. Okay, soulmates are the same way, except they have a deeper connection as far as, like they can feel each other. And here is the runner. Okay, so we've got the boat, receiving what you need, progressing, arriving. And what do they need? Actually, I think there's closure. I think I read somewhere there was closure issues, and that definitely came up again. Closure issues were there, but I think that it's being thought through. In February, and I don't remember dates all the time, but February 2nd just popped up again, okay, in my head, and I remembered it again. February 2nd, closure issues. I'm seeing the door closed. Okay, so somebody is closing this. And I'm almost seeing it from two, and with soulmates, that makes sense. I'm seeing it from two different spectrums. One's like, hey, you need to make better choices. We need to talk this through. Listen here, runner, you need to slow down. We need to get back together. We need to take care of this. We need to, oh yeah, close your issues. Just read that, didn't I? But, and then from the other spectrum, it's from the chaser's, from the runner's perspective. Oh, hell, I've had enough. I just want to talk about it. I'm so sad, Okay, I get it. I understand how this stuff works. I get it. End result, February 2nd, okay? And I gave you some other dates. Pay attention. It's not going to magically It's not going to magically take and, fix itself, but you guys can't stay away from each other. And what's it going to lead to? Abundance again. All right? Abundance, and not... it gives you're more positive when you're with this person, okay? Why am I holding this card? It's arriving. Okay, so I kept saying February 2nd. So this news will come around probably February 2nd is what I'm getting. Yeah, now I feel like putting it down. Okay, so anyway, it shows me the runner, like I said, to make a joke about the runner. So long story short, the Phoenix again. So this is a different one too. I was seeing it from two different perspectives. I was seeing it from the chaser's perspective, and I was seeing it from the runner's perspective. So you, Virgo, figure out which one you are. It's not hard to figure out. And then you got the perspective of the other person as well. Okay? Healthy choices. Somebody needs to make some more healthier choices. Talking. A message is coming to you. But I'm not seeing, as far as January, like I said, the runner is so busy running through. I mean, there's nothing but dust. Running so fast, you're not even paying attention to January. February 2nd. I got a kick out of some of these. Okay, we are switching from the love one. And okay, yep. Moving on. Virgo. Okay. Now, if love does fly in here and it's about married couples, then, so be it. Right now, let's see what else. And sometimes the love cards will show up if it's family issues or family. All right. What is this about? All right. So this is for a group of Virgo where there is a family climax that is coming. And I do mean it's a fiery climax. Matter of fact, there's probably somebody who's trying to be the peacemaker. Now, I almost feel like somebody else is on here, and I don't feel that this is your reading. If I think I know who it is, color purple. This is not your reading. This is actually for Virgo. I am feeling yours too, though. Meditate and contemplate. All right. Your hints here, Virgo, is most likely is with a Pisces person. Or duality. More than one person that you're going to have to kind of deal with. Hold on here. Okay, so before I show you this one, this is for a group of Virgo. And if you are on here and it does sound like you, then apply it. Because sometimes when you do jump on here, then it is what it is. I mean, that's how it works sometimes. Okay, I'm going to do it kind of backwards today. The end result is, and the end answer is, a new start is coming. That is your answer. An eclipse, a complete blackout of all, that's it, of all the way it has been for quite a long time. A new moon is coming through to wash it out. if that makes sense to you. I heard yes, it does. Personal issues, reach resolution. All right, now I'm going to get to these. Yeah, maybe my brain's just backwards today. I'm giving answers backwards. Give me the answers, then I'm telling you why. All right, so anyway, what I'm seeing right here, during Aries season, okay, a fiery climax approaches. All right, so, and I do feel like this is family. I do believe it's going to be balance and spirituality and practicality. It's going to be very hard to keep balance with all of that. I think there's going to be, emotions are going to be very high, I think is why. I think there's going to be a lot of people putting their 2 cents in when they need to be taking their 2 steps back, if that makes sense. Whatever you do, you need to bring love into the situation, even though you may want to wrap your hands around their neck. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, so that's where it's just coming back to the end result here. It says your message is you're very close to reaching your goal. And you need to ask yourself, what do you need to release? What do you need to let go? And those answers will come, whether you're a dreamer. I think you maybe possibly receive answers while you're dreaming, or while you're in it says meditate. I mean, if that's what you do, then that's what you need to do. But what I'm feeling is more of like, it's more silence, just some kind of silence, whether it's you're sleeping in your dream state, the answers will come to you. But there's something you need to let go of. And the end result is a new start is coming, right? Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Okay, your end result here is victory. Okay. And victory is coming, but you will know this answer. Here it is again. Meditate and contemplate. Okay, so you get your answers in solitude while you're by yourself. Don't think for a second, though, that there won't be some kind of heartbreak in the midst of this, because you are going to have to release something. Whatever the situation is bringing you in Aries season is going to teach you a lesson. And it could even start with the letter A. Okay? The end result, though, is happiness. I'm going to put that right there. For whatever reason, this group of Virgo has not had too much happiness. They've always had to, it's almost like a balancing act is what I feel. There has been lack of feeling like you have any power whatsoever. And I'm not talking like, oh, give me my power. And that's not what I mean. Because I'm not like, oh, get your power. No, you do have to bring and well up power within yourself so that way you can function correctly. I feel this group of Virgo, it has not even been functioning correctly. Your power is coming back. You will, this right here, this lesson, there will be temporary heartbreak. The end result is victory. And I put it over top of Aries season. And it is going to be around a new moon too. But a new start is coming. But you are going to lose something. You are going to have to let it go. And if the letter A stands out for you, so be it. Because I see it's the lesson. And it's pointing at the letter A. Then we got the word power. The card happiness. It is on its way. In the meantime, you have to have faith. This is for the group Virgo. This is for the group of Virgo who are very good troubleshooters. There has been quite a bit of fog in their head lately, though. That fog is clearing. This fog will clear whenever you take and you have that solitude to where you can meditate and contemplate. All right? Those answers are coming. Stop, look, and listen. Pay attention. Do you see how the rider's sitting at the cliff and about to step over the cliff, but they stopped? You need to go ahead and meditate and contemplate and think things out by yourself. And it is a must that you must take this and you must do this immediately before this happens. Whatever this is that's coming. What? To avoid, I'm not going to say it. Yeah, it's the heartbreak. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to put it over top of the heartbreak. Yes, that's it. Okay. This heartbreak right here is not necessarily has to happen. And it's not showing me love. I don't feel love. I do feel it involves stuff you love. Stuff you love. And it is going to affect family. I do get that. But you see the heartbreak? I think this is unnecessary loss. I think this is something you have to pay attention to. And if you're in a fog in your head around Aries season, is victory if you pay attention and have more faith and you go ahead and work on your power and you go ahead and take this time to yourself, solitude, meditate, contemplate. Stop, look, and listen, because if you have a fog in your head, you're not going to be able to pay attention before you jump off that cliff. But instead, you're going to stop right there if your head is clear, correct? And I'm sitting it over top of the heartbreak because that stops the heartbreak. That stops stuff from happening. What does this bring? Hope. And it's showing me two people together. Dark-haired woman. Brown-haired woman. Good fortune. Now these cards right here, this is just a message for this group of Virgo. And however it applies to you. Hidden enemy. So basically this one here, right here, is just a heads up for those of the group of Virgo who have been feeling like they've been in a head fog for quite a while. And they've just been go, 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 go. And we look at the lesson card. Again, for some reason this stands out. Do you see the lesson card? Do you see the A? The A stands out to me. And I put it over top of the card, bring love into the situation. It could even be Aquarius person or during Aquarius season, which we're almost there. This is for the group of Virgo who are very good at troubleshooting, which Virgos are anyway. I mean, they're very good. This almost feels like it could be a coupled Virgo. There's definitely more than one person here involved that Virgo is actually having to sit here and pay attention. It doesn't mean you have to be coupled. This could be, I mean, it does feel like a couple. But if it's not a couple, then the reason I'm saying this, do you see this here? Pisces. The other person could be a Pisces. Here's Pisces. But you also see two fish. There's more than one. More than one person here. It could also be parent to child. It's responsibility of this group of Virgo has more responsibility than themselves. And they have more responsibility to protect. That's what I get. So that's it. And so in order to protect what you need to, this is your heads up. You can have victory and overcome the enemies that are coming at you. Yep, quietly sit there with the fame, which is the sunglasses. What do we do with sunglasses? We hide behind them, correct? Peace, all right? So always with an external, show that you're just sit there, kind of hide behind it. That's one time it's okay to have a mask on. Just sit back, watch. But in the meantime, you're doing your inner work. You're taking care of that fog in your brain. You're meditating, you're contemplating, you're putting your brain back together. You're doing this in solitude. Why? Because you've got more than just yourself to focus on, and you're going to take care of that. Whatever the situation applies to you. The letter A stands out this lesson. There is going to be a lesson learned here in an Aquarius season. And what I mean in Aquarius season, it's during the birthday of the Zodiac sign Aquarius. So you can look that one up. It's coming up here real quick. My son's an Aquarius. Okay, so we've got... But during this, bring love into the situation with this lesson with the letter A. That stands out again. And I'm going to repeat this because somebody's got to hear this. We got the troubleshooter card. Just know that you can overcome this because, you got the troubleshooter card. And do you notice that even with the troubleshooter, do you see that he has an eye patch? He can only see out of one eye. With that fog, if you start working on that now and clearing your head and meditate and contemplate in solitude and get your head clear, then you'll be able to see it clearer and you'll be able to stop this. That's why it's victory in Aries season, which is soon. And that's why a new start is coming. That's why I felt like saying, and I see there's a new moon, but to me that it's eclipsing. You're eclipsing the past somehow. You're totally blocking out the old. And you see the bright coming in. You're clearing out all the crap. And victory is what's coming. and a fiery climax approaches. That to me, that is not just, okay, well, there's fire or anything like that. I don't think so. This is tempers. This is not going to go easy at first, but you have to have faith. It's going to go kind of like, bam, like pop. But you'll have the upper hand on this if you take and you go ahead and get that fog out of your brain. And you'll be able to bring balance and practicality. And there's the two. Pisces. Could also involve Pisces person. I almost feel this is almost like a mama. It could be a couple, but it's very protective feeling. Faith card. So have faith as this fiery climax approaches. It's almost like a deadline or a date. Yeah, deadline. End result, personal issues reaches resolution. That's it. No, actually, I think there's actually going to be kind of a pop to it. See? Have faith. Even during this fiery climax right here. A personal issue reaches resolution. Power card. Or suddenly shocking, like electricity. Okay? All right. And why? Let's go over this little part right here. And other than that, this will be the end of Virgo. And then if anybody has a couple questions, I'll do them. So what is this about? Okay, number one, heartache is what's going to be coming. If you do not, okay, what do you need to release? What are you very close to achieving? You're very close to achieving your goals. What do you need to release? So there's something you need to let go. Number one is that fog brain. Guaranteed. Solitude. You need to go and do this. I don't have time for this. No, bullshit. You do. And I do cuss. You have to make time for this, or this is going to sideswipe this group of Virgo. Okay? Anyway, we've got heartbreak. And you could be overcoming heartbreak. But you need to stop, look, and listen and really get out of this mode that you're in this fog. No, I mean, I'm not being cold on this, but you have to, because do you see how he's standing at the cliff? All right, well, if he doesn't, then he's just going to jump, he's going to run right off that cliff. But look how he stopped. So if you clear your brain out enough to where you can think, you'll be able to kind of detour some of this stuff ahead of time. And what's it going to bring if you can clear your head out just enough you can think? I'm not saying you got to make everything perfect in your world. And see, here's your happiness card. This is the end result. This is what's coming if you can clear that fog out of your head so you can think clearly. Now that fog, let me tell you something right now too. The fog doesn't necessarily mean just stress. It could be also what you're putting in your body. So if there's something you're putting in your body, however it applies, and you're not being able to pay attention, this is your sign. Right now. Okay? And that may be like the troubleshooter. That could be another possibility as well. Do you see how he's kind of blinded with one eye? Well, I'm sorry. If you're putting something in your body, you don't get to see it clearly. You only get to see it halfway. All right. So anyway, so if you have the heartbreak card and you stop, look, and listen, stop. If you stop, you kind of look around and you start paying attention, that's it. Then there's going to be hope. You may be able to stop that heartbreak. Here's your clues. Dark-haired woman. Brown-haired woman. Good fortune. Hidden enemy. Do you know what that tells me? It tells me that there is, and it does look to me that there's possibility, it's probably a couple. And they're protecting what's theirs. It looks to me like somebody is probably, with the good fortune and the hidden enemy, and I see the other two people. You can apply it how you will. I'm not going to read into that one. But with the good fortune and the hidden enemy, it's somebody who's trying to take what's yours. And good fortune, whatever that means to you, whether that's your family or your material stuff, it all applies. However it applies to you. That's the heads up. But the end result is if you can clear that out of your head and get that fog out of your brain, however it applies to you, and pay attention, then happiness is the end result. Okay? All right, that's as far as I feel like going on Virgos. All right, anybody on here? If you are, say hi. I'm going to open it up for just a couple general questions, and I'm going to pop off for a break, and then I'm not sure. I probably will do another one. Not sure yet. Whoop, whoop. Anybody on here? Okay, taking general questions. If anybody wants general question. If not, I'm hopping off in the next about minute and a half. Virgo, one more message for Virgo. You are good enough. Okay? All right, guys. Let's see. Guess I can tell you who's next, huh? Capricorn. All right, Capricorn is next. All right, guys. Nobody's going to say anything. Like I said, it was kind of a sporadic last-minute thing like I usually do. All right, I will tell you guys where I'm going to be. Not sure yet. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.